Like, it is, man. Yeah. So there is a. Oh, it's like Vegas for gamers. No, I had a blast. I had a great time. Um, it was awesome, man. It's definitely something that everyone should go. If you were into games at all, now that they've opened it, um, room for improvements, yes. Um, there are definitely some suggestions I have for the organizers of E3. Um, there are for sure room. Um, I would recommend allowing less people or having more space. 15,000 people uh, with a definite class system between, the gamer slash business people, which we were in the echelon of, versus the media industry people. And I get it. Like, they need to be able to get in and get their shit sorted out and get, and have their presenters and have their media insiders and have their, their attendees. They need all that. That all needs to be a separate thing. But like, but like, you definitely feel like fucking cattle when you're being rounded in these lineups, and they don't let you in for like certain things, and it's definitely there's a class system for sure. Um, but is it a good thing that's been open to the public? Of course, it's awesome, right? Um, I miss Greg Miller again today. I seen him in the fucking hallway. I was like, God damn it! He eluded me twice, and I didn't like I wasn't gonna go like fucking run after him like a weird stalker or anything. I just seen him. I sure I thought about it. I was like, should I do that? No, no, that's weird. No, stop it, stop brain, stop thinking about that brain. And then I moseyed on. No, I missed him due to politeness on day 2 yesterday, and today I missed him by mere fractions of a second. I walked in. I walked into the area that I was going into. I walked in like fucking. It was moments before I should have, because I would have met him when he was walking out. But I just heard him like talking and I turned and he was there and he said, "Yeah, we'll see you later." And he turned around and left. I was like, then he went and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, that's gonna be fucking weird if I walk over there now, isn't it? So I didn't. But all in all, it was good. Met some cool people. Met a professional Pokemon Go team. Those people are fucking intense. Yeah, man. They were in a bar trying to get the specific Pokemons, like that only existed in this bar at E3. I was having a drink and a salad. Wow, they were intense. They were like the life of the bar. They were like fucking like, bah, throw the Pokeball at him. God, shit, fuck, you got it. Bah! They all fucking yeah. Anyway, I kind of went and talked to them. They said, yeah, this is what they do. This is like they do professional Pokemon stuff, and they go to events and catch Pokemon. I was like, fucking cool, man. I did get to play Mega Man today. I'm in. I'm buying it. It's fucking fantastic. The new art style and gameplay is amazing. Made it to the boss. Did rewind? Yes, yes. There is so it's a slowdown of time. So you have a little time bar. I played the Xbox version, so you push uh, left bumper, and then the time bar starts, and it starts counting down in like an arc like that. And you slow down all the enemies and everything on screen slows down. So you use it for bosses and stuff like that. And allows you to kind of etch in and get into like little tight spaces and shit and get, you know, all proper and sorted out. And the new art style and the graphics and the gameplay are smooth as fuck, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. And for playing, I got a little pin. Yeah, man. Um, Also, yesterday I did not show it, but for playing um, the Microsoft experience, I got a Game Pass pin. Yeah, that allowed me to play all the new shit. I got a Super Smash Brothers lanyard. I got an Xbox lanyard, which is down there. The Vault Tech loot box that I wanted was super sold out, so I didn't get a chance to get one of those. That was the only one I wanted. All the rest were just Mario and no, not that weren't. They just weren't my interest. I wanted to get my own. Um, but I have. There was a very cool company there. I'll show you one second. There we go. Yeah, man. So, the company called Voltant Designs. I think that's how you say it. Volant Designs, Superhuman Street. Uh, go to their website and order shit off them. They're fucking cool, man. All handmade. I got this fucking badass jacket. Yeah. Yeah. Handmade. It does not have the 76 on it. I wish it did. They hand make video game apparel. And medieval apparel. They have like 3/4 length duster archer jackets and stuff like that. And everything they do is all hand designed, like all made in the U.S., all hand designed, all made from them. Nothing's outsourced. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is cool. It's expensive, but I I was not given it. I had to buy it. No, I was not. It's badass. I seen it. I had no intention to spend dropping big money on this trip until that guy showed me. He's like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I said, "Nothing." He said. So he starts showing me this shit. And they're all wearing it, and this dude had like a fucking Assassin's Creed jacket on. I was like, "What the flying fuck is this?" And he's like, "Oh, we make these." I was like, "Do tell." Anyway, I said, "I'm in." And so I almost bought that and a vest, but I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, this has a wife murder me all over it." So I did not. So I just bought one. But yeah, no, they're fucking awesome, man. They're really cool. So I'm gonna buy more stuff off them down the road. They said they'll ship to me. But yeah, no, they were awesome. Mm-hmm. I did not get into the vault. They did drop Fallout 76 and said everybody line up and play. No. It took me an hour and a half to get through to Mega Man. The lineup for Call of Duty by midday was 4 hours. Yeah. So that's kind of one of my comments to the organizers is you need to make that a little bit more accessible. I get it. There's 15,000 people. They all want to play your game. And I mean, man, Activision had fucking like stations set up for days. For days. They had the computer version set up. They had Xbox, PlayStation. They had and they had it set up in 3 different spaces. So it was like really tough to say how they would get any more, but yeah, yeah. There's I'm not no I'm not no it's not anger. I'm not mad. It's just I like don't get me wrong. Like I have critiques on it, um, but at the end of the day, I had a fucking great time. I had a phenomenal time. It was a great experience. Um, I love that it's open to the public now, and it's something that we can go to every year. And as we grow and get bigger and all that, we can go. But I mean, it's. But that being said, it's so there needs to be tweaks, right? There just needs to be some things that they add in, fix, whatever, right? Whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I don't know. I'm not a fucking event organizer. I don't fucking know. But yeah, there's definitely room for improvement. Um, yeah, of course. This is only the second year. It only opened in 2017 to the public, right? So it's um, you know, I overheard like excuse me, I overheard like media guys and event organizers complaining about people being let in and like, oh, it used to be better when it was just us. And I'm thinking like, well, you guys are trying to sell. So that's my main thing. There's the only one thing actually that upset me about the whole thing. Like, I was like 10 feet from Phil Spencer, and he delivered a bunch of wicked cool news. Like, hands down, that was awesome. Like, I met the Sea of Thieves developers. Fucking amazing. They're all great people. Um, Todd Howard. Again, I said about 10 feet before him, and he explained a whole bunch of shit that was coming up for Bethesda, and I was like, these are all people that we love, right? So that's good stuff. But yeah, when I heard those guys, that was the only thing I was just like, oh, you motherfuckers, like I paid my bit to be here. And goddamn it, I'm trying to be an industry guy and a media person and all that stuff, right? Like I'm getting there. Just like fuck, you know, you know. Just, yeah, exactly. Let me in, motherfucker. I'm trying to podcast my way into this fucking bitch. Because it's what I want to do, and the day comes that the fucking Misfit Brothers and the News Invaders are standing together on the fucking industry line, and I see those cats in line. I'll be like, hey, get those motherfuckers some water and shit, man, right? Because I used to be one, right? So when that day comes, I'll still think of my peeps from the streets. That's right. I'll tell. And if I hear anybody say that, I'll say, "Listen, you motherfucker, you used to be what? You used to be one of them, and I still am one of them. Even when I'm on the other side, I'm still one of them, bitch." But no, not quite like that. No, I don't want to cause a scene. No, not at all. I want, I want to be in the industry so bad after seeing what I just seen. Like, you don't understand. I want to be in it so bad that it's in my core now. It's a splinter in my brain that I can't pick out. Like I need I need yeah. Yeah, like I need to make this happen in my life because it's video games that have been at the very core of everything I've loved for so long, and they've been part of my life, and they've been part of every aspect of my life all the way up until now, to my 36 years of being on this planet. Um, but but now that there's a way in without having to work for someone, not to say they're bad like a GameSpot, Kotaku, or an IGN, all phenomenal companies, but now there's a way in because I create content, and if that content gets good enough, I get in, right? So that is it's at reach, right? And those things now more than ever make sense after seeing what I've seen the last 3 days. There's a lot of work to do. We are definitely fucking amateurs. There's nothing wrong with that, but like I know what I need to do now, and it's going to happen because it is in here so bad. Like I fucking want this so bad. I want that media pass written on my fucking thing. And if they want me to do walk around with a camera or just do panels or whatever the fuck they want me to do, I don't care. I want in, right? So it's going to happen. Um, I don't want everyone to come with me. So I talked to Mixer and got some information on how to do up the partnerships and whatnots. I think it's doable. 750 subscribers with 50 viewers per video with 720p or better resolution. Very, very doable. Very doable shit. Um, yeah, I think that's the way to go since we're kind of an Xbox group, right? Yeah, I'm thinking of partnering. Well, we can't partner with Mixer until we get the chops to be able to partner with Mixer, but roll with Mixer, stream live with Mixer, and roll that way. That's kind of my take on it. Well, that's what made sense to me, right? And they are trying to get more people in. Obviously, they're a competitor to Twitch and YouTube Live and all those guys, right? Yeah. So it to me, after seeing what I've seen, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. So I think we'll look at that. Um, it'll have to be once a week. Hmm. Yeah. So there's gonna be assigned. So the way it's gonna work now, there'll be assigned roles. We're gonna have a content schedule. There's going to be the main show, and then there's going to be streaming, and there's going to be stuff every day. There's one account. I've set it up, and we're going to be loading it like that. Are you playing Monster Hunter? Okay. Okay. Have you seen the new content? Okay. Okay. Fuck. That sounds horrible. Uh, yeah. Oh. Oh. So you're looking at some major updates, leveling, gear. Yeah. Um. So other than Mega Man, I tried to get into Smash Brothers again. You know. No, I did play some Soul Calibur. Yeah, it was good. It's a lot of fun. If you're into the fighting games, who did I play as? That's a great question. I don't recognize the character at all. No, I just picked a random and kind of started. He had a big sword. He had a big sword. He looked cool. He had a big sword. I'm really sorry. I haven't played the game since like holy fuck. It's been a long time since I played it. Maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. Yeah, yeah, Volo's in it, but yeah, yeah, I didn't. I think he is. Yeah, I didn't pick him. Yeah, my highlight of the day was Mega Man. Yeah, and then in Mega Man, Block Man, the only one available. Yeah, so Block Man is it was the E3. So they have what they did was like a lot of the stuff is like pre-alpha build. Um, I attempted to play Resident Evil, but they capped the line. Apparently, the lineup was 3 hours to play Resident Evil 2. Back to Raccoon City, kind of an old school feel to it. Um, the trailer and all the gameplay that I did see looks fucking great. I watched a panel on it. Um, yeah, so that they dropped that at the panel. They dropped a trailer. It's up on the online now, but at the time they dropped it just on that panel. Um, Yeah, no, it's definitely more of a classic feel back to Raccoon City, um, and it's more of an homage back to the old way. Not that Resident Evil 7 was bad by any means. It looks like Seven's amazing, but this is definitely a throwback. Hmm. Yeah. So I was unable to play that. I wish I could have, but want lineups. Um, yeah, there was there was quite a bit of like Total War and stuff like that. Had a whole big section there, which was awesome. Fortnite had a big section there with a bunch of merch, which was awesome. Um, but what was the other thing I was gonna say? Uh, Compressing my brain again. Try to get all the information out. Yeah, no, it was like I said. The highlight was basically Mega Man for the day. I was lucky enough to get into that lineup early enough where it was only an hour. Um, and oh, the arcade Street Fighter I mentioned. I played that in the second day. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna write everything down and get it all out on paper, and then we'll do a proper cast on a debriefing of E3, if you will. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. I'm sad I didn't get to play much Rage 2. Um, I did play like an extremely limited amount. It was basically to be courteous to everybody else. It was like 20-minute play and then mosey on kind of thing. But what I did play was really good. Hmm. Uh, yeah, it's like a preset mission. And you're driving around, and it's very like open worldy kind of. But this was more of a linear section of that, if you will. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically it was driving around the Outland and doing a mission. But yes, yeah. I can't remember his name. I only remember him as Shane and Walking Dead, or the punter, or Frank Castle. That's all, I can't remember his actual name, which is terrible. But that's no. Um, what was the other thing? Um, oh, um, no, it's gone again. Oh no, sorry, Hitman. I seen a Hitman panel for the new Hitman 2. Very cool looking game. Very very cool. No. So this one looks quite a bit different. It's basically they've created thousands of ways to complete a mission, and how you complete it is up to you. So there's obviously like rules, and so they've created a thing like a social construct, so you can hide amongst the crowd, and you can take security guards attire, and then that security guard's attire allows you to go to different areas, and you know you can have a pistol on you, whereas if you were dressed as just yourself you couldn't, right? And you get key cards when you're that allow you into certain areas and stuff like that when you're a security guard, but you can dress up as a mascot, and when you're a mascot you're allowed into VIP sections and stuff like that, right? So all of these are employed to help you complete a mission, and there's no like there's no as long as the objective is killed or captured, whatever the mission happens to be. This one they showed the objective needed to be killed. So as long as that happens, it doesn't matter how you do it. How it happens is irrelevant. So the way they did it in this one is this racer needed to be killed in a race car. So this guy went in, he got himself into security, and then he got himself into a section that allowed him to get into where the mechanics were, and then he knocked out a mechanic. Then he dressed up as a mechanic, and then he went into the pit crew. And then when he was a pit crew, he dropped a bomb onto the fucking race car that the woman who was driving it needed to be assassinated. And then he goes back to the observation deck, and then as the car drives by, he blows them up. Yeah, yeah, and then the demo ended, but it was really it. They showed off a lot of stuff to him, and it was really fucking cool, really good looking. Yeah, and then obviously the highlight of the day for panels was the Sea of Thieves. I missed the Cuphead one. I was really upset. I wanted to hear them talk about the next Cuphead, but I missed it. Um, no, I watched the Sea of Thieves guys. I met them all. They're really, really good people. Um, and they basically talked about what's next, and they've addressed the content issue. They are aware that we are upset that there's not a lot of content, and so they have this ongoing kind of plan for the end of the year to keep dropping new content. Specifically, one where in the next bit, um, in Curse Sales, if you've not heard about it, they're putting um, skeletons, cursed skeletons, that they're like they're like NPC um, AI skeletons that just show up. Like so, the fucking ship just shows up and they shoot cursed cannonballs at you. And the cursed cannonballs can be used. So sometimes you'll fire it and it'll like drop your anchor for no reason, or it'll raise your sails, or you can shoot them at another crew and it'll get them all drunk. Yeah, so it adds that element in it, right? So they've explained that they've added this element, so it's not just player versus player anymore. It's not PVE or PvP. So they're gonna do that, and then the other thing they're gonna drop, um, as well, is they were talking about some extra quests and events and stuff like that. So you'll be seeing a lot more content coming down the road for Sea of Thieves, which is really, really fucking awesome. Yeah, yeah, the Hungering Deep is the latest, and then the next one is going to be the Curse Sales. So that's what. So I seen some stuff from Curse Sales. Yeah, cursed the cursed. Yeah, yeah. So there's the cursed skeletons that drive their own ships, and they just fucking appear out of the ocean, and you have to deal with them. Yeah. So they're that's something they're gonna deal with. They're looking into some of the mechanics as well for like for instance, people were saying like how there's not really any penalty for dying. You just die and then you come back and then you go attack the other people again. You're only 3 minutes away. So they're looking into that. There might be some added in shit for that. So. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So they'll be looking into that. Hmm. Right. Right. Shit's on. Well, they don't. They said they don't want to take away from that. Like they want there to be a risk to going after other people, right? Like you could lose your stuff, your loot, your ship, or whatever. So they want that risk reward system to be there, and they don't want to take away the that PvP element, right? That's going to be there. But yeah, like the idea is to expand on it too. So the cursed skeletons are supposed to make it so that there's a common enemy for everybody, so that it's not just going after everybody else, right? And then these events, there's going to be they're talking about adding in events now. I think there's one already added in, but they're talking about these events coming in where it's going to be you're going to need multiple ships, like multiple crews. So, and they also mentioned they're going to add alliances. Yeah. So the way the alliances are going to work is basically it'll be uneasy at first. Like you can still hurt each other, so you can still betray like a true pirate. But the idea then is essentially going to be as you build and gain trust, and you're going to strengthen your alliance. But the alliance can be broken, so it's not a permanent thing, which I thought was pretty fucking cool. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, we were into it, but the problem was is the content, right? We ran out of the content, and then we just stopped, and then that was it. Um, yeah, but you know, they add more content, we will come. That's how it works. If you content it, we will come. That's right. Yeah. Um, but no, that was kind of my highlights from today, and and the big after party, which I'm way too fucking tired for because I'm not young enough to dance to Dead Mouse music anymore. No, no, I'm a fat old dad. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'd be no, but I'll leave that to the younger crowd, and I will do old man stuff like right, um, and figure out a way to get into figure out a way to get into the media side of E3 and the gaming industry. What's tomorrow? No. Tomorrow there's two days I have now. I fly back Sunday. So I'm just basically going to explore. I've got. I'm gonna go probably check out Venice Beach. Yeah, and I did some of Hollywood, but I've got to do West Hollywood now. And there's a. I'm gonna check out some comedy shows. I got tickets to Kevin Smith, Ralph Garman show. Um, and I tried to get into Joe Rogan tonight. Get this. I just fucking like searched this event right. We don't have it, but it's big in the states. So I go and look at this fucking thing, and it's got like, oh yeah, just come and check out old Joe Rogan, Wanda Sykes, and David Spade and Chris D'Elia tonight. And I was just like, okay, yeah, for $15. I said, yeah, $15 US, which is like $398 Canadian, but no, it's like $20. And I was like, are you fucking shitting me? I get to see all these people. So I like clicked on it, sold out. So I just messaged the comedy store where they're playing, and they were like, no, it's sold out. No, they didn't mean it like that. They're just like, no, man, it's sold out. It's like, fuck. Um, so I missed that tonight, but they're playing again tomorrow. But the problem is they're playing tomorrow at the same time. LA is amazing. There's like so much shit on the go at all times, man. It's fucking nuts. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful here. I love it. I wanna live here. I wanna live here. I wanna live here in Taco. Don't make me go. No. I just want to be in the sun. Like I was asking people, I was like, is it like this all year? They're like, yeah, pretty well. I'm like, oh my god. It doesn't. It's just warm all year round. Ah, ridiculous. Um so yeah. So that's my take on it. I will write down everything I need to write, and then we will have a debriefing E3, and it will be good, and it will be good. Yes, hopefully the people will follow. Yes, rejoice and follow. Be part of us. Join us. Join us. Yeah. I take anything at this point. Yeah. Cool. Well, mm, in the bag. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. And until next time. Boo.